start working your way back from the blueberry patch.
Let's have some Martin boxes and Fisher boxes.
You see steam yet, Irene?
I hear it.
You
I'm
do?
sure that it's hot.
Huh?
Sounds like it's hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
Doesn't take long.
No.
That's one of the perks of the black kit.
Yeah?
Black kittles get hot quicker than shiny.
Oh, really?
Shiny kittles reflect.
Will you
Sure.
get a cup?
So don't clean it.
Will you do a cup? I have the tea bags in here. Find my cup.
How do you like your flat cup?
It's actually pretty good. It wants to tip over sometimes.
Oh, yeah? I've seen those and I was wondering if they're...
I've had that one for a couple of years. I went and bought a couple more of them and put in my other packs.
Yep.
So they just,
Yeah. It's a space saver for sure.
Irene brought a snack.
Oh,
Oh man, you guys are all so well put
no
together.
kidding.
Oh, Irene, I was gonna ask you. After you
Oh,
left,
it's bubbling over now.
Oh,
Need to grab it off?
should we take that off, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll burn my coat if I could.
yeah, me too.
Be hot enough, huh? It doesn't take very long, you know. You always think, well, build a fire and make tea. I can make it hot about as fast as you can on one of those little stoves.
Exactly. Or an electric tea kettle.
Or electric tea
Yeah.
kettle or any of that, you know.
No kidding. Including the building of the fire.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, while the thing's already heating while I'm still getting wood, you know, so I can have it pretty quick. Yeah, 2 kinds of tea in my thing here.
You were saying, Tony?
Oh, so you gave us those jars. Is that's to store the dry tea,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I thought.
Okay, that's great. All right.
That's good for
Afterwards,
me.
I was thinking,
Ooh, what are the
are we
options?
supposed to
It's
drink
black and
this?
green.
No,
like you did.
no,
And
no,
I
I
was
think-
like, no, I can put it in
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
what I thought. And that way you can see it too. You know, I like to see
Because
it.
it's pretty. I mean, so much of
Yeah.
the tea, it's just pretty to look at.
Can I give you a tea bag?
Oh yes, please.
Give me a glass. Give me a glass again.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you both.
Did you get one, Irene?
Nope.
Oh,
I didn't have time to bake this morning.
oh my gosh. Well, in that case, I think I need to go now. You always have so much you offer to us.
You bet.
Okay, who's got
Why don't you fill everybody else's and I'll take whatever's left, 'cause mine's a giant cup.
Thank you.
Well, this is a 2-quart kettle.
Okay, well, halfway is fine. Make sure you have enough for yours.
Thank you.
Nope. It smells so good. Thank you, Mark. Oh, tea is such the best thing, isn't it? Absolutely love it.
Tea in the bush is the best tea.
Yep. When it's cold out.
This has been the weirdest winter, weather-wise.
Hasn't it?
It's just, it's scary, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I wonder about the birds, though. I mean, we have not seen birds.
And you would think warmer, it would be better for them. You know?
But and you guys said you haven't seen the birds coming through either.
Not a lot.
Well, you have feeders out, don't you, Irene?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
right there in front of the house. We have a few chickadees. That's about all we
That's
have.
it.
Some chickadees.
What happened? I mean,
We had some crows recently. We had 6 or 7 crows, but
on the way over here today, we there must have been 10 crows in the ditch and 2 eagles. So
it must have been a
there
deer.
must have been something down there.
No.
Not very far from your place on
Oh.
97.
Oh,
So if you get off of Clyde and turn right on 97, like you're coming over to our place, probably half mile,
Yeah, it wasn't far.
mile. Right after there's that little jog in the road, right? Doesn't it curve to the left and then back to the right? Yeah, right there. all summer long we had birds
I remember.
all over them.
Yeah, remember us watching those,
Mhm.
Irene, this summer?
Yes.
And those finches were crazy. We had to fill that feeder like every other day, and
Mhm.
it's been full now since spring, and we haven't touched it. Nor have the birds.
One year here, we had a flock of snow buntings.
Mm.
It was gorgeous. You know, I mean, it
must
was,
have been 40 or 50 in the little
It-
flock.
yeah, it was a huge flock of them. And it was so beautiful because it was like a big white cloud doing all those maneuvers like you see on big bird clouds doing on TV.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Thank you for this treat. This is lovely. It's delicious.
Well, the tea bag, when you get done with it, can go in the fire.
Oh, okay.
It can burn up.
I suppose I
Or
tucked it on the top of my.
It's biodegradable.
I suppose.
Has it been the 3 to 5 minutes?
It's been as long as I want mine, Dart.
More than 3. Less than 5.
I always put 2 bags because I like it strong, but I
Yeah.
don't like it bitter.
Yep, black is about a 5-minute steep, I think.
Yeah, you have to.
Boiling water in a 5-minute steep.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Green is a little lighter than a boil. And then, what is it, 2 to 3 minutes? 2
Yes.
to 4?
Yes.
But that's
kinda-
only if you're
I
paying
kind
more
of
close
taste it.
attention.
When it starts to go tannic, then I pull the bag down.
Yep. Sometimes I'll drink it and just leave the bag in it, especially with green. And sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah, I might get a little bitter towards the end, but
It
I
would-
usually drink
yeah.
it so fast that it doesn't matter too much. Depends on the tea too.
Your kids and your tea.
Willow like this. I started that with some tamarack, but willow actually will, if you have a headache and you're in the bush, you like inhaling some of the smoke, it'll actually help you with your headache.
Oh, perfect.
I was gonna say.
So if you can stand the
Aspirin
smoke,
comes
if
from
you can
willow.
stand the smoke long enough to inhale a little of it, it kind of,
Here's the head.
Just inhaling, I suppose. Isn't that something?
So what are you guys going to do tomorrow and Sunday?
Well, I'm trying to get onto the skiing at the ridge every day routine.
Oh, cool.
We have, we ski the Berkey every year. And so
Well,
last year we just skied it to finish it, But I don't really, I'd like to be in a little bit better shape, So we'll probably go skiing today yet and tomorrow, hopefully Sunday. But I want to get that siding up on the house, So that's what we've been working on.
we got a couple more runs up on Wednesday,
Yep.
but I got up here a little bit later than I had hoped, and so we didn't have a lot of daylight left.
Yep.
And then we went skiing, and then yesterday,
Meg was here,
yeah.
so
Well, we went to run errands. Our intention was to work on it in the morning, but then we had to go into town and run some errands, and by the time we were done with that, Meg was arriving, so. And then today, we should have some time.
oh yeah. So that's one of the big pushes. And then in that outhouse, I'd like to put some. I know this is really silly, but on the other half of it, I'd like to put shelving up so that I can put tools and
Oh, yeah.
just store
Yes.
cold storage, just to get it out of the house,
yeah.
Yes.
into the outhouse, out of the house and into the outhouse. Yeah.
I started to say this pot. I saw named Morris Kashansky, the
Oh yeah, you started.
great survivalist extraordinaire, book writer. Usually most of the great guys are the guys that write books. Oddly enough. We know who they are because they write books. That makes them great. But he has one of these pots he's had for 40 years. It's similar to this. It has a spout instead of just a dented place. And anyway, this was designed so that people could have a pot like Moore's, so they call it a Moore's bush pot.
Okay.
So is this a special kind of metal that does tolerate the fire, the direct fire better than others, or?
It's hard anodized. It's aluminum, but it's hard anodized.
Okay.
So it's been treated so it's.
Did it used to be green? Okay.
It's black.
Oh, it is a black pot. So
It's
you
a black
purchased
pot.
it black.
Yeah.
The
I
lid is
thought it
actually
was turned black
supposed to
then.
be shiny. But
Cool.
most of the people I see on the internet wash them. Mine is never going to get washed.
No.
As long as
Would ruin a perfectly good dishcloth.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Oh no.
Brush your front off, Irene. You
Oh.
got a bit of snow and make it cold.
I just burn it over the fire anyway. The inside looks good, and I don't cook in it. So.
Right.
Well, I was a little bit like Tony bought us some cast iron pans, and I really have wanted to use cast iron, but I've been leery of them because you're used to non-stick and cooking lean and whatnot. But I've grown to really like them a lot, way more than I thought I would. But in reading through the care instructions on them, don't use soap, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is kind of weird and creepy, but then it makes a good point. By the time you preheat this pan, it's so hot, nothing's going to be living in there anyway, just like this. It's sterile. There's nothing living in that pot right now.
Well, I do wash my cast iron.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I use a little bit of, but I won't like soak it in there or anything.
Yeah, me either. No, but I will wash it, and then I put it on top of the cook stove to dry it immediately.
Yep. And
And
then
you
you,
need 2 different cast irons, one for meat and one for eggs and pancakes.
Yes.
oh, do
Oh,
you?
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Never fry meat and eggs in the same pan. The eggs will always stick.
Okay, that's good to know. I guess I need to get a couple more then.
Or
You
if you
have
have a
You have
pan
to.
for baking bread in,
Yeah.
don't fry eggs or meat in the pan you bake your bread in. It'll stick. It gets seasoned for certain things. It
Oh,
gets
okay.
used to. I don't know. It just
Weird. I didn't know that.
Meat has something in it, and
sticky.
gummy
something,
substance.
you know.
I don't know how to even describe it. It has something in it. And when you fry it in there, it wants to stick to the pan, and anything else you put in there wants to stick to the pan.
Stick to it.
Yeah. But an egg will just, in a good seasoned pan, an egg will just slide right out. Same thing, pancake won't stick.
The sun's coming out. Blue sky.
Oh, it is getting blue. outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some more.
You guys said you'd probably go down up to Grand Marais tomorrow or Sunday.
Probably tomorrow because shops aren't open there on Sunday much
yeah,
either.
right.
You know.
That's true.
Is it the shops that are drawing you, or is it the restaurant?
Restaurants.
It's getting, I think it's getting a couple hundred miles from the kids.
Do you have a go-to restaurant when you get there?
We like the Crooked Spoon. That's all natural.
Oh yeah.
What's that other one?
Uh,
That little cafe that we go to?
The fish place.
oh,
Oh,
Lake House,
I like the Dockside Fish House.
Dockside Fish House, and
I like
the
that.
Angry Trout, of course.
Angry Trout is, we eat there
Spin-
3 times.
Yeah.
One time it was great, the other 2 times. We ate there in off season,
Yeah.
and it was like all you could eat for. It was like they brought you money when you got done eating.
Right.
There was so much you couldn't even eat it.
And
Right.
then we went back during peak season, and you could see people all around us. They were getting their check, and they were, and we got ours, and it was maybe 3 times what it had been before. So
In
Oh
the
my
office.
goodness.
they're fleecing the tourists,
See,
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that. I mean,
Right.
I know they have to make their living, but
Right.
that much.
Yeah.
Dockside Fish House is a good place. There's a little cafe downtown, right across from the Crooked Spoon, right on the corner. It's just
Is that the Blueberry Cafe?
that's what we call it, Blueberry Cafe. I don't know what it's called.
The
Okay.
Blueberry Cafe. They have Swedish pancakes, stuff like that.
I don't know that I know. What is a Swedish pancake?
It's just like a fluffier pancake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Cool stuff.
By the time we get down here, I'll be smoke cured.
Yeah, that's why I moved.
But I like the little place on the corner. It's like every little diner across America, except it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Oh, one we don't like to eat at in Two Harbors, and Beth and her husband does, is my sister's place. It's been on
Oh.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
It's been on the
It's supposed to be a landmark of Minnesota.
but
I've
we
heard
just,
of it. My mom has been there.
yeah, we just didn't care for it.
You remember Chuck Futterer?
Yes,
He lived
yes.
up in Grand Marais.
Oh,
He
did
was
he?
a curler,
Yeah.
and so Bill and I can't remember who else. Anyway, we curled with Chuck in a bonspiel up in Grand Marais, and so he insisted that we go to my sister's
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
and it was just a bar burger.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yes,
It wa-
yes.
It's the most indifferent food you can possibly pay that much money for.
yeah.
And you know, what makes it so cool? They put peanut butter on your hamburger. Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I
is that
prefer
their?
cashew
Yeah,
is
they
that
have all
their
these,
claim
all
to
these,
fame?
yeah, they have all these things in it, they do.
Okay.
And my daughter, when she goes there, every time the
That's what she
beeline's
wants
straight
to
there, it's like, look at all the cool decor and all the cool stuff we have. Food's for shit, but look at all the cool stuff. And then you go to other place like the Crooked Spoon, and that when they close, they serve breakfast and they close while they clean everything up and get ready for the next
Do
meal.
that.
Yeah, they don't serve that until they're doing something else. They
Yeah.
have good food.
Right.
They have really good food. The little diner on the corner that I was talking about, they have good food. It's just everyday food, but it's good stuff. It's the stuff you get worth the money.
Is it at the Crooked Spoon where I have chicken of the woods?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh,
Mushrooms?
The mushroom.
Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
There was one, I think it's fall when you harvest it. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But there was one year in Duluth where a friend and I went. We were hiking a lot, and so we started harvesting our own chicken of the woods, and we made a pasta with it. Like used it in a pasta sauce. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it was
that's
so
how I
good.
had it up there. I had it twice and it's delicious.
Yeah. And it's actually, like in Duluth, it's fairly easy to find.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's actually why I asked what that fungus was growing off the tree, because I mean, I knew it wasn't chicken in the woods, but it reminded me of that, and I wondered if it was edible at all.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, though, I'm not going to try. You know, I'm not.
I get nervous about them,
Yeah.
because I don't know enough about
Right.
them.
Yeah.
If I went with someone who knew what they were doing, I would, but I don't.
But everybody says that is it the morels up here? They're like everywhere up here, and I've never.
I've never seen one.
Well, that one at Glenching, do you think that was a morel?
Yeah, probably.
Do you know what they look like, Mark or
Yeah,
Irene?
Mark,
They look like a
I
sponge.
I don't.
Because I have a photo of it, but it was like.
I think they look like penises.
They look
Yeah.
like a little Christmas tree sponge.
Yeah, that's good description.
Well.
Right, I have
Touch
to
it
go
because
back.
it's dirty. Don't get in there, don't touch it. I'm gonna start out. I hate when reality kicks in.
Mhm.
There's a restaurant in Ely too, an organic food restaurant.
Oh
What's
yeah?
that?
What's that one?
Oh, here it is.
Not the chocolate mousse.
No, it's on one of those back
Here.
streets by
Really?
the library.
You know that?
Back there.
Yeah.
That's a morel?
You can tell
It's
right away.
organic.
That was in Duluth at
Very
Glenching. That's the mushroom
Oh.
we saw at Glenching. It was tiny little bit. They said it's a morel.
See, I don't know enough about them. I wouldn't touch a mushroom.
And it was not mushroom. In the time that we watched it, liquefied itself.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
I mean, it was like it was just
Interesting.
destroying itself as we watched it. Yep. Mushrooms are they're a strange, bizarre
Yeah, and
creature.
it's so good though. I absolutely love
Meg was saying though that just like aspen, the part of the mushroom that we see, the part above ground, is such a small portion of that plant or fungus or whatever. There's so much more of it that's underground that's going on, and the mushroom top is just a small little bit of it.
What do you do with this, Mark?
I'll leave it be.
Oh, you don't do anything?
Nope.